Beautiful ones, I am Bird Mejia. Welcome to my episode with Naim. We're going to talk about twin flames.
Peace and love, peace and love.
Twin flames, yes.
Naim is here. How you doing, beautiful people? So we're talking about twin flames.
We're talking about twins and flames.
So get hot up in here.
Yeah, I know. All right.
So
first of all, like, what is a twin flame, right? So
a twin flame, it's like two matches together, burning at the same time.
Burn at the same time. It's two, like, it's
two mirror two souls, two cosmic souls coming together, and they are mirrors, literal mirrors of each other. Their balance is on another level, anything far beyond a soulmate. Like it is literally like meeting yourself.
And it's like an instant connection, right?
Like, so, well, no, it's not that it's an instant connection. It's more so because twin flames don't always automatically meet. It's more so like at times it can be an instant connection, but it can also be somebody that you don't even know you're talking to a twin flame because you just automatically. It's an instant connection, but it's not immediately noticed. You know what I'm saying? Because you can meet a twin flame and just spend time around them. You don't even know you're talking to the twin flame, but you're just gonna notice how like everything that goes on in you guys' lives is like the fingers touching. You know, it just I do this, I do that. You know, you guys think the same, you feel the same. Like I said, the simplistic way that I can explain it is that you are literal mirrors of each other.
So. All right, so my experience is different. So both of us have known our twin flames, all right?
Yeah.
So we're kind of doing this, like when I met my twin flame, like I started doing all this research on the internet because it freaked me out. It was like, for me, it was like an instant like connection. Like it was like, oh my God, like it was crazy. Like I had never experienced anything like that before. It was like, it was almost like kind of out of the world for me. And so I was wanting to be with them because a lot of times when you have a twin flame, one person runs eventually, right? And when they run, it's painful. That's just one of the characteristics. It's painful, like painful, right? Like excruciating. Like all I can say was like this crazy pain. So, anyways, I did a bunch of research on the internet, and you find twins on the internet, and they're together, and they really preach about. If you meet your twin, you're supposed to be together. Like one of them's going to eventually leave and you're eventually going to be, that's the purpose. And what I realized with mine was not that way. I'm not supposed to be with my twin flame. So we're going to talk about like sometimes that's journey. And that if that's your journey, it's an important journey. Like you have important work together. That is beautiful. Yes. But we also want to talk about that sometimes you're not supposed to be with your twin flame. That for me, my twin flame came, and I believe all twin flames come to, you meet them to become whole.
The universe is vast. You know, there's nothing in the universe is cut and dry. Nothing is just bam, except for karma. That's the only thing I can think of is karma goes around, comes around. But most of the time in the universe, I ain't even gonna say karma because sometimes you feel like a person should get karma and they don't. So you know what? I'm gonna go back to my original statement, which is nothing is cut and dry in the universe. Anything can happen. Rules don't apply in the universe like that. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Go ahead, Bird.
So we're talking about twin flames, though.
I know I kind of trailed off a bit, but I was explaining how not every situation with a twin flame works out. That's why I was saying not everything in the universe is cut and dry. Even though this cosmic relationship is going to be miraculously beneficial to your life, it does not always mean this is the journey that your spirit is going to take.
Forever to be with them.
Right.
So for me, like in my situation, my twin flame came into my life, and he had actually had visions of me since he was 10 years old. So for him, he was actually, he was actually looking for me like a lot of his life, you know, and when he met me, he was freaked out. He was like, oh my God, I've had visions, about this stuff. And it was this really strong energy. And I ran at first. And then when I came back, he ran. And I realized later that he came into my life to help me become whole. I thought it was whole. And I was in a relationship that was toxic, was not healthy for me. And I feel like he saved my life. Like he got me out of doing that. And he got me into my spiritual journey. I wouldn't be here right now. Like nobody would know. Naim would never have met me. Like all these, life, like I wouldn't have been doing my spiritual purpose. So he came into my life to get Bird to become whole, because I was not doing that work.
Right.
And also to get me on my life purpose, my life direction, which is what I've now fully stepped into. So I believe that the purpose of a twin flame is to help you become whole. Sometimes they come in and they leave, and sometimes they'll come back, and I likely will probably bump into him again. But some of us become whole and we stay whole together, and that's our journey to be together, and some of us it's not.
Right.
So what's your experience on that?
With my experience, like I would say, my experience with my twin flame is like, it was not like an immediate connection. It was just more so like we vibed instantly. It wasn't no awkwardness or anything like that. The moment that we met, it was just a casual conversation. There was no pressure, no nervousness. But over time, as we got to know each other, we began to see how our lives mirrored each other, like on a cosmic level, on so many different elements. All together, we just had the similar characters in our lives that just matched well. Like I said, you just meet people that you feel like this person is my other sandwich. This is like the jelly to my peanut butter right here. Like, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? And so at the time, I didn't know anything about twin flames at all. This is just me explaining it after Bird has educated me on twin flames. But we journeyed for many years, you know, together, teaching each other, being there, supporting each other, growing together, until we reached a point to where we had to realize that our spirits needed more healing from past pain. And this is something that, as goes back into one of the other videos that I talked about, is being whole. You have to be whole. Even when you find your twin flame, if you're not whole, you cannot complete your journey together. And so for me, my twin flame took off. And I was just, but I love you, wait. They got energy to run for days and days and years and years. And the more you chase whoever the runner is within the twin flame, it might be you, it might be the other person. The more you chase them, they're just going to go faster and faster. And you're just going to get more tired and more tired. And in my case, I wasn't the runner. I was the person that just sat there and stayed in the reality of it while they, you know, took off. And I didn't understand none of that. So I just dove. You know what I'm saying? And I was just in the darkness for a very long time. Did not understand any of it because we had such a cosmic connection. I'm like, my mind could not process the imbalance, the state of where it was at between us, because we were so cosmic, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, thank the universe that I met Bird, and you know, I just saw her on Instagram, and I reached out to her, and she was able to explain to me about twin flames and soulmates and karmic relationships, and I was able to finally begin my journey of healing my heart, which is what she does. And I was able to become whole again and love again, and even heal the pain between me and my twin flame was because of the knowledge that I was able to obtain on that. A lot of people don't heal pains with relationships. They just, you know, separating, it's toxic. You hate that person, that person hates that person, families are fighting. It's just drama. But because I was able to gain the knowledge and tap into the power of having a twin flame, because that's the benefit of it. That's different from soulmates. With a twin flame, you guys are always connected in a space within the spirit world. So you can tap into that space to where there is always love, no matter what you two feel in your physical form. There is a place within the cosmos that you two are always going to be in love at. And if you can tap into that, you can heal yourself.
I think that's powerful, because a lot of times, you know, when you have a twin and you know, if you are watching this, you've never had a twin, like you can relate this to a soulmate or even a karmic relation, somebody that you've loved, you feel that. But if you have a twin flame, like, it's so intense, and when they leave, like you think you're crazy.
I thought I died.
But I thought I was just crazy. I'm like, am I going mad? I remember sitting in my closet one day being like, oh my God, like what the heck is going on here?
I'm losing my mind.
Like, so that's what it feels like. And people around you are like, what is wrong with her? Like, you know, I'm like, you almost wanted to check myself into a sane asylum. You know?
legit, so serious. I had been in the darkest place I had ever been in my life, in my mind. You know, after my separation from my twin flame, my mind split. I literally could not place anything together. It's like trying to stick the square block in the circle hole. It just does not compute. your brain can't understand it.
Well, and so what it's doing when you're feeling that way, you're feeling that separation, to understand that you're not ever separated from your twin. Like, and you're actually not actually separated from anyone you've ever loved. Like, we are connected through the heart, but you're right.
Indeed.
There's this place where you always are, and if you connect with your heart chakra and you send that love out to them, no matter what they're doing, because a twin's gonna be like, they're gonna be doing stuff like they're gonna be blocking you.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be doing things that like they're,
because when they run, they run.
they're gonna piss you off.
You cannot connect to them.
Like, they're just,
in any way. They cut you off on all avenues: family, social media, personal meetings, the places that they usually go to. If they push it to the limit, the hate will just grow and the negativity will just fester. You have to go away and you have to heal yourself. That's the only way that they can heal. That's the sucky thing. I don't want to say sucky, but when it comes to healing, everybody knows sometimes healing ain't fun. And when you have to heal from the pain of a twin flame, if they run, it's because you guys both need work.
You both at work.
And they won't heal until you start.
And the thing
heal.
too is that when you are the chaser, you think that you're the one that's like,
I'm
got everything together.
I'm already together.
And like,
I don't understand.
They got work to do. I know,
just
right?
let me love you. I'm good. You just have to come back and let me love you, and it'll all be fine.
I know, that's what I remember.
That's how we feel.
I remember telling my twin, like, you can't be with me because you need to be stronger. Like, you need to be stronger. And like later on, I was the one that needed to get stronger. I know he was sitting there thinking like, the F are you talking about? Like, you're the one that is like, you're the one that just went back to this relationship that's toxic, and you telling me I need to be stronger. So like, whatever, it's like they're mirroring whatever needs to be healed with you. So when they're running, you have to know that this is time for you to go inward and heal whatever. If they're running, you got work to do, right? And you don't think you have work to do, right?
I didn't want to hear it. I was like, hell no, I ain't got no work. I'm good. I'm divine. I meditate. I pray. I don't need no work. I know what's wrong. It's they the one that's wrong, not me. And it took me a long time to humble myself. Not like years, but it took me some months to work through my own ego and my emotions and realize that stuff is the way that it is because of also myself. I have stuff that I have to heal and work through that apparently is not healed where I thought it was. Clearly it's not. The evidence shows. Like, you might think that you good, but look at the evidence. The evidence don't support your theory. So that's all it is a theory. You have no actual facts to support that you're good, because there's destruction and drama and pain. It's not balanced. There's no balance within your reality right now. So there's something internally that you have to work on. And like I said, it's different with soulmates. With a twin flame, like, the only way they will heal is if you start to heal. And then you guys will be able to come back and then realize whether or not you guys are meant to walk your journey together as twin flames, or if you guys just came to heal each other once again, and then you separate onto your journey.
And when you get to that, it's really peaceful. Like, for me, like, I couldn't have imagined when I was
when
I was with my twin, like, that we would not be apart and that I'd be okay with it. I was just like, no, like, I have to be like, my mind,
I could not.
And now, like, I'm like, I understand me, and I know that what is good for me that's not the best thing for me. I'm really at peace about it, and you're really at peace about it too. Like,
but it was a journey.
It was a journey.
It was a journey, a year and a half to 2 year journey. Sometimes we just think like months. Like, sometimes you're gonna have to realize it might take you some years to heal some stuff. Like, on real talk, So you just have to be aware of that and be willing to put in the work, because it is work. Sometimes it's not just get up and I'll feel okay. Like, sometimes you have to make it through your whole day still doing stuff that's going to benefit you while your mind is still going through the madness of healing the pain. And it just is one day at a time, and it's dedication. Because like I said, I did not want to heal. I didn't think I needed to do anything wrong. I didn't understand nothing what was going on. But thankfully, Sister Bird here was able to teach me how to heal my heart and become the light worker that I am. She reminded me of my purpose, just me personally. Because soulmates, you gonna go through soulmates. We're
going to talk more about soulmates.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to ease on it, but just to say it in a sense of quick comparison, that's why a twin flame relationship is so cosmic, because you're not gonna tear through. You don't have twin flames. You have the twin flame in your life, that one person. And like I said, it's such a beautiful relationship. If you have the opportunity to be with your twin flame and work through your pain for the benefit of you guys' synchronicity, do it. Put in the work, put in the time, and believe it, because it does work, and they will come back, and you will get an opportunity to find closure. But you have to be balanced. You have to be willing to accept that when this person comes back, we might stay together or we might not. And you have to be willing to accept that, because if you come back into it selfish it's just going to revert back into the same toxicity that it was before. You have to be willing to accept that this person might say, I don't love you the way I used to. Or you might feel that way. Surprisingly, you might not even know you're going to feel that way. You expect that when you see this person again and you guys heal again, it's just going to be harmonious. And sometimes
that's what happened with my twin, because he was just, he was like, I've never been so in love with you. I have met, I waited for you all my life. And then like literally like overnight it was switches. I don't feel anything. I'm like, how do you not feel anything? I'm like, did you just, I'm sending his text. I said, did you see that you just said that I have never loved anyone more in my entire life? I'm so in love. Like what happened? He's like, and I said, what about all these visions? And you've had all like, what about all, and he's like, no, like, I just, like, I've had different visions that everything switched. Yeah. But that's kind of what happens when you get to a place. I think that when you're not supposed to be together, and I think that's what happened to him, like his visions switched, and all of a sudden the traction he'd had and his searching all his life, for me, it was about us becoming whole, and we were on that journey, and it was
that's
done,
why
right?
it's so funny, because I know exactly how you feel. Like I said, I tried to attempt to find my twin flame again, and fought and felt like I finally got her, and then it was just more so like she just, like, the switch was off. Just no. And I feel like metaphorically, it's like, no, go heal. Go heal. Like, just let me. That's how I felt about spirit. Like, why are you making this so hard right now? We should just be. To do, right? We were supposed to be us,
And then
we'll
talk more about this another time. But
indeed,
Naim and I are both. I guess we consider ourselves light workers, right? Our work is to.
I don't consider myself. I'm a light worker.
You are a light worker, right?
My life, I have the evidence to support that. What I was just talking about. Yeah. I done did the research, man. I don't have a regular journey. I can't just turn my brain off and jump off a cliff like some folk. The universe will not let me quit my job. I am a slave to the universe, and what comes with being a light worker, So I claim it.
So when you're a light worker and you meet your twin, like, you have work. Like, it's like almost like you have more work. Like, I'm watching other people. I'm like, how come they are not as healed as me, and we're in this beautiful relationship, and how come they're, and like, why do I have to heal more, and why, like, what, when is this gonna stop? Universe, like, really, like, what?
It's like, why you going through? Everybody just skipping and happy, and it's the season of love. Just to let everybody know, everybody's in love right now. If you're not in love, I don't know what's going on. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna be okay. I'm solid enough. Yeah. Like, girl, you ain't got no. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm just doing me right now.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So, anyways, we're going to wrap up here, but we're gonna talk more about twin flames and soulmates and light workers.
Man.
If you
so
want
many topics.
So many topics. Put a comment in there, whatever you'd like us
Write down there.
Yeah, write down your questions and
indeed,
what we're gonna be doing a lot more of these.
Our conversations transcend in so many directions. So if y'all have a topic y'all want us to cover, just drop it on the comment box.
And
drop on the comment box.
And subscribe. Let other people know.
Right. Indeed.
Yeah. Follow Naim on his YouTube.
You're always trying to promote me.
I know, but your music's amazing, right?
I'm just so humble
with
my music.
I'm my IG,
I'm not like, go listen to my new mixtape. Just dropped that, hot on the streets right now. It's bumping. Got them jams for the ladies, the fellas, the clubs,
All right, beautiful ones.
Peace.
Peace out.
Love and light to you.
Yeah, love and light to you. You're beautiful. You are powerful. You are amazing. You are more amazing than you know. You are lovable, and you are loved.
Love.
Love. All right.